Welcome to another fortnightly video of Chillaxio. As you can see, I'm currently a very disappointing level 144. A level like this is very bad for someone with a net worth like mine, so today I'm going to try turn this into level 160 with as little work as possible. Now I'm going to be splitting the ways of getting Skyblock XP into three main categories: skills, museum, and pets. Of course, there will be some other miscellaneous tasks that I will do to gain Skyblock XP as well. You might think that all skills contain lots of grinding. This is mostly true except for two skills, alchemy and carpentry. As it was currently derpy, this was the most beneficial time to do these skills. Unfortunately, I'd already maxed out alchemy last derpy, so that left me with carpentry. Getting carpentry XP is simple, just craft perfect tier 1 chestplates to perfect tier 12 chestplates. This whole thing ended up costing me about 250 mil to get the supplies to craft. And since I was lazy, I sold all of the chestplates to NPC, meaning I could have lost less money. In conclusion, Carpentry 50 got me from level 144 to 152, meaning I got 8 levels alone just from this. My next plan of pay to winning levels was the museum. Every time you donated an item to the museum, you get some Skyblock XP as a result. I was going to abuse this as much as possible by using all my coins to buy as many items as I could that would go in the museum. I started by just going through the museum, trying to find the cheapest items I could donate. This actually took quite a lot of time because some items I had to craft, like this Vorpal katana. Doing this also revealed how bad my profile was. Somehow I didn't have the raw fish collection to craft angler armor, so I went to go fishing because I thought it would be easy to get the extremely low raw fish collection needed. I spent about 1 minute fishing and realized it was boring, so I just asked a friend if he would craft it for me. This actually ended up being a very good decision because I had a lot of other collections that I didn't have, like Pumpkin 2, so he ended up crafting me a bunch of armor sets I needed for the museum. This really shows that I shouldn't deserve these Skyblock levels, and pay to win is way too overpowered. Anyway, I spent about 3 hours donating items to the museum, so I guess in some way there is a little bit of grinding. I'll show you a time lapse of all the donations I did and you can see my purse rapidly drop. So before collecting all the Skyblock XP from the museum, I was level 152. And after collecting all the Skyblock XP, I didn't even get 3 levels. This was kinda disappointing since I spent like 100 mil and like 3 hours of my time on this, but it was quite satisfying to claim. So from the museum, I managed to go from Skyblock level 152 to 155. And I spent roughly 100 million coins on the museum, which actually isn't that much compared to carpentry. The next plan of action was pets. In Skyblock, every time you put a legendary pet in your menu, you will get some Skyblock XP as it counts towards your pet score. So I abused this by going on the auction house and finding the cheapest legendary pets I could, and I bought them all and added them to my pets menu. This actually got me an insane amount of Skyblock XP, and I would recommend this to anyone because you can just resell the pets back after. However, I only resold some of the pets back after because I kinda needed more pets. Oh yeah, and this is what really drained my purse. You could see my purse go from 3.4 bill all the way down to 3.1. So all I did was go to the auction house and mess around with the settings so that it showed me the cheapest legendary pets. I just went through all these pets and I found the ones I didn't have and I just bought them. If you're wondering what settings I used to get the legendary pets, all I did was go to the tools and miscellaneous section where pets are found. I put in one of these like square bracket things because all pets start with one of those with the level, and then I just made it to lowest price and put the item tier to legendary. And this just shows all of the cheapest legendary pets, and you can go through and buy as many as you need. I tried to make sure I only bought pets under 5 mil, but after a while I kinda just gave up and just ended up buying as many legendary pets as I could think of. After I managed to buy about 15 pets, I decided to claim them all and see how much XP I would actually get, because I didn't know how good this was. So before collecting all the pets, I had a pet score of 88, which is pretty bad. And before claiming all of them, I had 31 XP on level 155. Collecting these was probably more satisfying than collecting the museum. And after only those 15 pets, I was already basically level 157, and I now had 151 pet score. After seeing the success of these pets, I decided to just go straight back to buying more. Now, after spending about 300 mil on all these pets, I'd gone from level 155 all the way to 159, and I was extremely close to hitting the goal of 160. I then remembered there's a super easy, straightforward way of getting Skyblock XP. By obtaining new powers, you can also get like 10 Skyblock XP per power. So I just went through all the powers I didn't have and I bought the cheapest ones I could find, and just like that I got level 160. In total, it cost me about 700 mil to go from level 144 to 160. So, is this worth it? I don't really think so. I think it would be much more efficient just to go grind out some levels normally rather than spend all your money on them. But since I'm rich and lazy, it worked for me, so bye.